Welcome back, guys, to another live stream. I know it's been a while, it's been over a month since I went live, and that's totally not me. I just felt like I just really wanted to make videos for Bitcoin, but I haven't went live for quite some time. So today, I am in fact coming back, going live. Okay, so welcome, guys, to another live stream. We have a fair few things to talk about for today's stream. Okay, so Bitcoin is pumping. Everything is pumping. It's not just Bitcoin. Ethereum is pumping. Meme coins are also pumping. And yes, pretty much the entire crypto market is absolutely skyrocketing, guys. Okay, so in this stream, for today's stream, I really want to talk about that. I do want to show you guys a fair few Bitcoin charts. There is in fact a video, okay, that I do in fact want to show you guys as well, right? So we have a fair few things to talk about for today's stream. Today's stream is probably going to be a pretty long one, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream, guys. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen my most previous video, I literally just uploaded it like 10 minutes ago, so you should definitely check out that video. But Bitcoin is pumping, like I said. Everything is pumping. Meme coins, altcoins are in fact pumping up to the upside. Bitcoin, earlier this morning, a couple of hours ago actually, okay, it pumped all the way up to $44,000. You guys can see right there, right? We went all the way up to around $44,500. And right now, as I am streaming, okay, you guys clearly see Bitcoin right now is just sitting at 43,600. So still, yes, Bitcoin is slightly having a drop, just a couple $100, but okay, it's still holding up very, very well. Okay, it really is. And you guys clearly see for the past few days, even for the past few weeks, even the past few months. Okay, if I actually go here on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin has been absolutely pumping up to the upside. So we are in fact in the weekly time frame. Okay, and you guys can see each of these candles are weekly, right? And you guys can see Bitcoin has ended off in the greens for every week. Not one single red candle for the past like 8 weeks, 2 months. Bitcoin has been absolutely skyrocketing, guys. Okay, and I've been telling you guys many times, if you guys have in fact been watching my videos, if you guys do in fact watch my videos, I've been telling you guys, I've been begging you guys, and this is clearly not financial advice, but I've been literally telling you guys to simply DCA and continue to hodl your Bitcoins when times were fearful. Okay, I remember back in 2022, everyone was saying, right, Bitcoin is going to drop to 12K, to 10K, to $0. Bitcoin is a scam, right? Bitcoin is never, going to go back up to its previous all-time highs. That's what people were in fact saying, right? Even online, even people in real life, like people that I know personally, were in fact telling me that. People were literally telling me to sell my Bitcoins, okay, because it's going to drop even more. I just knew, guys, right? I know how Bitcoin works. I've been investing into Bitcoin, right? I've been in the crypto market for a fair few years now. I know how it works. It's always the same cycle, 4-year cycle. We enter a bear market and then we enter a bull market, right? And right now we're clearly entering the next bull market, right? So it's very, very simple. Okay, every single time we have the Bitcoin halving, okay, when we have the Bitcoin halving event, this is when the real bull run begins for Bitcoin. Every single time. It's very, very simple, right? It's not hard to understand, guys, right? And we know Bitcoin is the most scarce asset out there. We know that, right? So get ready for all my Bitcoin holders out there. Get ready for what is about to happen for Bitcoin. Yes, Bitcoin has been absolutely pumping this year. This year alone in 2023, it's up 150%, over 150% for the past year. Okay, for the past year. Now, I just want to clear things out, guys. What we are facing right now for Bitcoin and the crypto market, it's not going to be anything compared to what we will see, in 2024 and of course 2025. Those years, 2024 and 2025. I'm telling you guys this right now, it's going to get even crazier. We will easily see Bitcoin reach over 100K to even 200K. I'm going to say right now, yes, 200K is possible for Bitcoin in the next, new all-time high. No one really knows, obviously, right? No one actually really 100% knows where Bitcoin's new top is going to be, its new all-time high is going to be, right? We're all making assumptions and predictions here, but I'm telling you right now, I have a really good feeling, okay? We're going to see Bitcoin at 200K or even over 200K. I'm going to say it now, and I've been saying it many times. I know that, right? But understand, guys, trillions of dollars are going to be poured into Bitcoin. Not billions, trillions. We are in fact seeing what is happening right now with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin spot ETFs, a lot of institutions out there, okay, are in fact filing for a Bitcoin spot ETF. And soon enough, okay, there is in fact a fair few deadlines coming up for it, but soon enough, one of these Bitcoin spot ETFs will eventually get approved by the SEC. And if one gets approved, the rest will get approved. So understand, guys, trillions of dollars will be poured into Bitcoin. A lot of people are going to FOMO into Bitcoin. Okay. In fact, people are already FOMOing into Bitcoin right now. There's just too many money poured into Bitcoin right now. Okay. I know a lot of whales are buying Bitcoin. And I know a lot of people were in fact putting short positions into Bitcoin. And guess what? They obviously lost money. They got liquidated, right? And I told you guys to not short Bitcoin. This is not the time to short Bitcoin, right? This is the time to put long positions, right? And to simply just to buy Bitcoin and hold it, right? It's simple, guys. Okay, so that's that. Okay, and I understand a lot of newcomers aren't coming into Bitcoin and whatnot. And of course, next year, 2024, 2025 is going to be, the exact same thing. A lot of new investors will start coming into the market, right? It's going to be that way, right? This always happens every single time. But yes, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is absolutely skyrocketing. And if I really zoom out here, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is more than halfway there to reaching back up to its previous all-time highs. And its previous all-time highs, remember, was back in 2021, November 2021, right? Good times. Okay, 2021 was an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto. And yes, we saw Bitcoin reach around $69,000, almost at 70K. That was, in fact, Bitcoin's previous all-time highs. And you guys can just clearly see, right, we are in fact about to reach back up to Bitcoin's previous all-time highs very, very soon. I do see a 50K Bitcoin very soon. 50K Bitcoin is going to happen soon, guys. I'm telling you guys right now. $43,000, just below 44K. Like, it's about to hit it, okay? Bitcoin is about to skyrocket back up to $50,000. I've been telling us many times, okay? Potentially, towards the end of this year, 2023, or early next year in 2024, we're going to see a 50K Bitcoin. Okay, and that's going to be some great times right there. So yes, Bitcoin is not the only one that's pumping. Okay, if I actually show you guys here on Coin Market Cap, yes, clearly see the global crypto market cap is now 1.59 trillion. 1.59 trillion. Okay, and remember, we remember, the global crypto market cap was sitting over 2 trillion in the last bull market back in 2021. I'm telling you right now, we will easily see it go back up to 2 trillion, of course, and over 2 trillion, right? Even 3 trillion to 4 trillion. I think that is very, very possible. And you guys can see the market today is looking pretty good, right? Overall, it's up over 2%, 2.5%. Right, so it's looking pretty good, right? For the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 5%, sitting at $43,000, okay, just under 44K. And you guys see Ethereum. Ethereum has been absolutely pumping. We know that, right? And I have a very good feeling that, Ethereum one day will potentially perform way better than Bitcoin. And a lot of people are, in fact, saying this, right? That Ethereum has potential here to outperform Bitcoin. Okay, and yes, that could potentially happen, right? Ethereum, it could potentially happen. I'm not going to say it's 100% going to happen, but it could potentially happen, right? So Ethereum right now is sitting at $2.2 thousand, just under 2.3, and it's up 3% today. And you guys clearly see a fair few altcoins are pumping. Solana continuing to pump, $63, up over 6% today. Okay, we know Solana has been absolutely pumping for the past few weeks, even for the past few months, right? It's been absolutely skyrocketing. It's sitting at number 6. And you guys can see Cardano, 7%. Now check out Dogecoin. Dogecoin today, 15%, just under 16% for the past 24 hours. Dogecoin is absolutely skyrocketing. sitting at 10 cents right now. And you guys can see it's not just that. Avalanche sitting at number 10, right? Avalanche is skyrocketing today, 17%, sitting at pretty much $26, right? So AVAX is also pumping. And you guys can see a fair few altcoins are pumping as well. I feel like a lot of meme coins are pumping today. Okay, we saw Doge 15%. Now we are seeing Shiba Inu, right? Shiba Inu at 11%. So SHIB is pumping today as well, right? So a fair few meme coins are in fact pumping today. And yes, majority of altcoins are up, 2%, over 2%, over 5%. So yeah, I feel like it's alt season. Alt season is coming. In fact, it's already here, right? We are in fact seeing a fair few altcoins having more momentum, and they are in fact slowly, pumping up to the upside, which is, always great to see, because we know altcoins, okay, specifically altcoins, throughout 2022, they have dropped a lot. We have seen what has happened with altcoins. And I told you guys many times, altcoins are dirt cheap. Even right now, even though, yes, everything's pumping right now for these altcoins, but understand a lot of these altcoins are still down a lot compared to where they were in their previous all-time highs back in 2021. They're still down a lot. I just want to put it out there, right? But understand, guys, the next alt season, yes, okay, everything's going to pump, right? It's not just going to be Bitcoin pumping, right? In the next bull market, yes, Bitcoin's going to skyrocket, and of course, altcoins, right? And of course, guys, there's always going to be a new altcoin coming in, right? In the top 10 list, right? There's always going to be, a new altcoin, and we have no idea what it will be, right? We don't know which altcoin is going to, perform the best and whatnot, right? But I have a really good feeling that a lot of these altcoins, especially in the top 10, top 20s, of course, are going to perform very, very well. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Chainlink. You guys know that, right? I'm a huge fan of Chainlink. I'm still buying, a whole bunch of Chainlink every now and then, right? And I'm still hodling all my Chainlinks. I haven't sold any of them. Not one single Chainlink I've sold. I'm still hodling all of them. I really do believe Chainlink has a great future ahead of it. It's the biggest Oracle network out of, the entire crypto space. Right, so Chainlink has some potential here. Okay, it really, really does. Right, and there's obviously a lot of other altcoins. I'm not going to name, the altcoins that I'm in fact investing in. I do invest into a fair few altcoins, but I'm pretty sure, you guys all know this, that when I'm investing into crypto, I mainly just stick with the basics, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm a really basic person, right? That's literally it, just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yes, I try to move my money around to, other altcoins, but if I'm going heavy, okay, I'm sticking with Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially Bitcoin, right? So that's that. So yeah, the entire crypto market today is looking pretty good, right? It's looking very, very good. It's not just today, even for the past few days, past few weeks, the crypto market has in fact been gaining back its momentum. We have seen the global crypto market cap slowly going up, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow this is going to be at 1.6 trillion, right? So that's that. Now, of course, since everything is pumping, Bitcoin is pumping, the entire crypto market is pumping, of course, everyone's going to have some greed. Everyone, okay, investors are in fact feeling greedy right now, which is great to see. Okay, and this is actually the first time I've seen the FinGreed index all in greed mode, right? We know, especially last year in 2022, it was like in fear mode, extreme fear as well, bad times. Okay, but that would have been a great time to, buy Bitcoin and crypto. Still right now, in my opinion, is still a great time to buy Bitcoin and crypto. Bitcoin is still below 100K. I told you guys this many times, right? Buying Bitcoin below 100K is a blessing, because we know where Bitcoin is heading, 10 years from now. It's going to be well above over 100K, close to 1 million potentially, right? So it's never too late to buy Bitcoin. Understand that, guys, right? But yeah, getting back to this FinGreed index right now, okay, greed mode, of course. 72 yesterday was at 75 in greed. Last week was in greed. Last month was in greed as well. So it seems like a lot of people out there, a lot of investors are in fact feeling greedy right now for Bitcoin and crypto overall, right? So that's that. And I know a lot of people are in fact going to FOMO into Bitcoin and crypto. In fact, they're already doing it now. I know a lot of money is being poured into Bitcoin. That's why we have in fact been seeing Bitcoin pumping, right? Of course. So that's that. Now, I just wanted to, show you guys this. This is an AUD currency. So in AUD, Bitcoin's sitting at $66,000, and USD, it's sitting at $43,000, right? Huge difference. But yeah, Bitcoin right now for the past 1 year, it's up 158%, almost 160% for the past year, guys. Let me repeat that. Bitcoin is up almost 160% in 1 year. That's crazy, right? This year alone, 2023 has been a pretty good year, right, for Bitcoin and crypto overall. Bitcoin has been slowly forming a uptrend. We can just clearly see it, right? You guys can just clearly see it right here, right? We hit bottom all the way down here, right? And at this time would have been a great time to buy Bitcoin. This was in fact its bottom during this bear market, like its bottom. And I'm just really blessed that, at the time, okay, I bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin. I chucked in a lot of money into Bitcoin and Ethereum. I bought some Ethereum as well, right? So yeah, I remember Bitcoin was at like $15,000, just below 16K, and I bought some, and I continued to, DCA into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was below 20K. Very, very blessed I did that. And you guys can see, just, ever since the beginning of this year in 2023, the 9th of January to be specific, Bitcoin has just been forming this uptrend, right? You guys can just clearly see that, right? So it's all ups from here. Bitcoin is clearly forming a new pattern up to the upside. I've been telling you guys this many times. You guys can just clearly see it, right? It's self-explanatory, okay? So it's looking very, very good for Bitcoin. Now, yes, this should show you guys, okay, since Bitcoin is not at $44,000 right now, it's just below 44K, but Bitcoin Magazine, this is just for proof, okay, that yes, Bitcoin actually did reach 44K. So Bitcoin Magazine just tweeted this out a couple of hours ago when it did reach 44K, $44,000 for Bitcoin. It was early this morning, 4 a.m. this morning, right? So that's that. Just for proof, just to actually show you guys that yes, Bitcoin did actually reach 44K, right? So that's that. Now, I also wanted to show you guys this 1-minute clip right here. Okay, so it says here, CNBC says Bitcoin is the first asset in history that is more scarce than gold. Let me know in the comments down below right now, and be transparent with me, okay? Any of you guys that watch my videos, are you guys investors into gold? Be honest, okay? And I just want to put it out there, I'm not a fan of gold. I don't know why people put their money into gold. Gold does not move, right? It moves, but it'll move in like a decade. It takes years for gold to move. Gold does not move. I get it. Gold is stable and whatnot, right? But gold has been around for ages. And people say, Bitcoin is not stable, it's volatile. But understand, Bitcoin has been around for what, over 15 years now, right? I think 15 years. So it's still early, right? It's still a baby. And eventually Bitcoin's going to be a bit more stable, I reckon, in the future, for sure. Long term, of course, right? But yeah, Bitcoin, it moves, okay? It just outperforms gold, 100%, right? And Bitcoin, like I said, it has only been around for, what, 15 years, over 15 years, couple years now, right? So just think about that. But yeah, watch this clip, guys. I really want you guys to watch this clip.
Question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening or the halving, but either one. We're getting to that in April, I think, right? Yep. And that's been a bullish thing before. I sort of wonder, is it the same thing, though? Is that already getting priced in, or is there something technical that actually happens that would make it be priced in closer to the event?
So what we've seen historically is that the 12 to 16 months after a halvening is the best performance of Bitcoin. So that's what everybody's thinking about. This time might be different because the price of Bitcoin's higher. We now only have, I think it's 900 Bitcoin a day that come out, so that gets cut in half. It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but what it does do is it makes Bitcoin more scarce than gold. So for the first time in history, you have an asset that is more scarce than gold.
In what way more scarce?
You guys heard it here, right? Bitcoin, for the first time in history, is more scarce than gold. You guys heard it here, right?
Let's call it a stock to flow ratio. So the amount of Bitcoin mined every year divided by the amount outstanding, same with gold. And now there'll be, quote unquote, less Bitcoin than gold mined.
Okay, you guys get it. Okay, so for the first time in history, Bitcoin is more scarce than gold. And we know gold, honestly, guys, let me know, okay, in the comments right now, what is more scarce than gold? Like an asset, right? I'm telling us right now, the most scarce asset out there in the world is gold. I'm joking. It's Bitcoin. Okay, it's not gold. It's Bitcoin. Okay, I'm joking. It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the most scarce asset out there, guys. Okay, there's only 21 million Bitcoins. That is it. No more, no less. You can't create any more Bitcoins. That is it. Only 21 million Bitcoins. And so far, over 19 million Bitcoins have been mined, right? So if you really think about it, and people say, you know, the last Bitcoin that's going to be mined is going to be around, I think, 2140, I think they say. I have no idea. Let me know, but I forget. I think it's around 2140. But understand, guys, it's just not enough Bitcoins. Okay, this is what I've been telling guys. You know, ever since I started this YouTube channel, I've been telling guys, I've been begging you guys to accumulate at least one full Bitcoin, because this one full Bitcoin will potentially change your life dramatically, like forever. Okay, you will have some type of wealth to your name. You will for sure become a millionaire, right? And nowadays, yes, you sort of hear people saying, you know, if you see someone, you know, owning one full Bitcoin, yes, it's sort of rare because not a lot of people out there, you know, have that type of money to buy one full Bitcoin. So if you own one full Bitcoin in 2023, yes, it's sort of rare, but understand 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, if you just own one full Bitcoin, it's going to be extremely rare. Right now, yeah, it's sort of rare to see someone own one full Bitcoin, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be extremely rare to see someone own a full coin, a full Bitcoin, you know, 10 years from now. Mark my words, because of where Bitcoin is heading in the future, where the price also is heading for Bitcoin as well, right? So it's going to be extremely rare, guys. Okay, so understand that. Moving on, we know how bullish Michael Saylor is. He's obviously a Bitcoin maximist. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that one. Okay, and Michael Saylor is the CEO of MicroStrategy, and we know MicroStrategy, they've been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. They have not stopped. A couple of days ago, okay, they bought around 16,130 Bitcoins, right? That's millions of dollars, okay, obviously. And right now they own, I want to say, an estimate of around 174,000. Let me repeat this because this is insane. 174,000 Bitcoins over, right? MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy is the largest company that holds Bitcoins. They're the largest company that holds Bitcoins, right? And right now, okay, their investment is now worth, okay, and this is just unrealized profit, by the way, $2.3 billion. Right now, $2.3 billion, guys. And guess what? Bitcoin, like I said, you know, we haven't seen anything just yet, right? So wait till you see what's going to happen in 2024 and, of course, 2025, right? MicroStrategy's unrealized profit is going to be more than 2.3 billion. It's going to be, you know, 4 billion, 5 billion, maybe even over 5 billion. We will see, right? It's going to be well above 5 billion, I reckon, right? But we will see. Okay, so unrealized profit, but that is insane to think about, right? It just really does show you guys that money is unlimited. Okay, it really does. Moving on, okay, Da Vinci Jeremy tweeted this out. Okay, the guy that told everyone to, you know, buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at $1. Okay, we've all seen that video. And I'm pretty sure, you know, everyone knows who this guy is. He's the OG in Bitcoin and crypto, right? He's been investing into Bitcoin ever since like 2011. It says right there, right? Adopter since March 2011, which is crazy. Okay. But guys, he tweeted this out and I just love, because it's true, you know, I love what he says here because it's just 100% true. The most common saying next year will be, I should have bought some Bitcoin when it was cheaper. And guess what? It's funny because people are saying that right now. You know, I hear people, you know, Bitcoin is pumping right now. I hear people saying, oh, you know, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin when it was at, you know, 20K or even below 20K. You should have just simply DCA'd. That's what I'm going to say. I can only say it, right? And you guys, you know, do the action, right? I'm not doing the action for you, right? So it's really up to you guys. I'm just saying it. Okay, that's it, right? So I told you guys many times to DCA, to buy Bitcoin. Okay, just continue to DCA and HODL. Very, very simple, right? You don't want to have that same regret next year in 2024 and 2025. The price right now for Bitcoin is at $43,000, okay, just below 44K. And I'm telling you right now, when Bitcoin reaches 100K to over 100K to 200K to over 200K, right, you're going to tell yourself, man, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin at $43,000, at $44,000, where it is right now. So I understand it's never too late to buy Bitcoin. Even though, yes, Bitcoin is pumping right now, guys, it's never too late to buy. In fact, I'm going to buy some Bitcoins tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to buy some more Bitcoins, right? No matter how Bitcoin is performing, I'm going to simply buy. I'm going to continue to DCA, guys. I've been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin for the past few years. I'm not going to lie, guys, right? I really have. Okay, and I'm not stopping. I'm still continuing to DCA, stacking my Bitcoins, my stats. Okay, I'm not stopping, guys, right? And I hope you guys aren't in fact doing the exact same thing. I don't want you guys to have the same regret. Okay, I don't want you guys to, say to yourselves, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin when it was cheaper and whatnot. Right? Buy now. I'm telling you guys right now, right? It's never too late to buy Bitcoin, especially right now. It's still below 100K. I'm telling you guys right now, right? This is my personal opinion. If you buy Bitcoin below 100K, you're blessed. That's what I'm going to say, right? Especially if you're investing for long term. We know Bitcoin is eventually going to reach $1 million and millions of dollars one day. Of course, I'm talking long term. I'm not talking short term, right? So understand, guys, simply just buy Bitcoin, DCA into Bitcoin, and continue to hodl, right? And yes, you can take your profits. I will say this, 2025, personally, I'm going to take my profits. This is how you make money, right? 2021, I didn't really take much profits, right? I took some more profits when I was up with Dogecoin and other altcoins. With Bitcoin, I didn't take any profits. I sort of regret it, right? But for 2025, I'm going to take some of my profits. Understand, guys, when you take profits, this is how you actually make money. And no one has gone broke taking profits. Understand that, right? So it's okay to take some profits along the way, right? And then when the next bear market comes along and it goes crashing again, that's when you go back in and buy more, right? So that's that. When we're in the bull market, everyone's talking about Bitcoin, right? There's a lot of FOMO. That's when you want to get out, right? That's when you want to get out. So that's that. But yeah, going to these Bitcoin charts right now. I actually showed you guys this chart earlier today in that video. But this chart just shows you guys that the halving is about to happen for Bitcoin. Okay, we know it's right around the corner. Okay, in the pre-halving, okay, $48,000 post-halving, $220,000 over 200K, very possible for Bitcoin, right? So it seems like it's not just me that's predicting here that we're going to see Bitcoin over 200K, right? It's other people as well. And this chart just clearly shows you guys that clearly Bitcoin's going to reach a new all-time high very, very soon, okay? Next year, 2024, buckle up. 2025, same thing, right? Especially 2025. 2025 is going to be an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto overall, right? And understand, guys, right? The economy is just going to be good, right, at the time, 2025, I think, right? It's not just going to be crypto that's pumping. Other markets are going to pump. The stock market, gold eventually might potentially pump. As real estate is going to pump as well. We know that. So understand, 2025 should be a great year, right? Just like we saw in 2021 and 2017. So that's that. But yeah, that's that. Moving on to this one, Bitcoin bull run is about to begin. Okay, in fact, it has pretty much already started. If we actually look at the Bitcoin chart, right, you guys can just clearly see the run. Okay, the bull run has already started, right? So be ready. Okay, be ready, guys. Continue to DCA into Bitcoin, right? Buy Bitcoin while it's still below 50K. But I'm telling you right now, 50K Bitcoin is coming very, very soon, right? Very soon. You guys have no idea how soon we will in fact see a 50K Bitcoin. It's not going to stop from here. Bitcoin is going to continue to skyrocket. And I really want you guys to be prepared for it, right? So understand the bull run is beginning. It's already beginning, right? It really, really is. So that's that. But yeah, halving progress is now at 90%. Our fourth halving is about to happen. So next year, okay, April 2024, that is going to be our next halving for Bitcoin. And understand, guys, and this chart just clearly shows you guys, every single time we have a halving, this is when the real pump begins. This is when the real bull run begins. And this is where Bitcoin tends to pump the most. So understand, we're 90% away from it. Okay, we are almost there, guys. 10% away, right? It's about to happen, guys. The pump is coming for Bitcoin. Be prepared for that. Okay, for all my Bitcoin holders out there that's watching this stream right now, be ready, okay, for it, because you guys have no idea where Bitcoin is heading once the halving happens. Okay, it's gonna absolutely skyrocket to 100K, 100%. 100%. I really do see a 100K Bitcoin like sometime in 2024, for sure. For sure. 100%. But yes, recovery progress right now 69%. Okay, so yes, right now you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is about to, reach back up to its previous all-time highs, right? 69K. Right now we're sitting just below 44K. So if we really think about it, we are obviously more than halfway there for, us to see Bitcoin reach back up to its previous all-time high. So I understand we will see Bitcoin 69K. That's going to be nothing, right? We're going to see Bitcoin skyrocket to 70, to 80, to 90, to 100K, even above 100K, right? 69K is nothing, guys. Trust me. So much money is being poured into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has just been absolutely skyrocketing, right? So I've been telling you guys many times, okay? It's here. The bull run is here. Bitcoin is clearly forming a new pattern up to the upside. It's all ups from here. So get ready for that. Okay, get ready for that. So yes, for the past 8 weeks, just like what I showed you guys and told you guys, Bitcoin has not closed a single weekly candle in the reds. So yes, for the past few weeks, we are in fact in the weekly time frame. You guys can clearly see that Bitcoin, right, has not closed a red candle. It's all been green. So you guys can just clearly see that, right? So it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? It really is, right? For the past 2 months, it's been absolutely pumping. So since Bitcoin is pumping right now, $46,000, 46,800 is the next level to keep your eyes on, right? But I don't want to say higher than that. I want to say around 50K. 50K is a target that I really want to see Bitcoin hit, for sure. And it's not too far away from reaching that level, right? It really, really isn't. So get ready for that, guys. Now, the Bitcoin monthly returns, I told you guys, right? December, okay, the last month for this year, 2023. Usually December, Bitcoin does perform pretty well. And so far, we are only 6 days into this month. Not even a week into this month. We are still so early into this month, and Bitcoin is already up 15%, 15.7%, almost 16%. Last month, November, we saw Bitcoin ended off at 8.8%, almost 9%. And we're already up over 15%, almost 16%. Okay, and we are only 6 days into this month. Think about that, guys. Okay, I really do believe this month in December, we're going to see Bitcoin perform pretty well, in my opinion, right? That's just me. Okay, so we will see, guys. Okay, it's Christmas time. Okay, it's the holidays, so we will see, okay? But usually, yeah, Bitcoin does perform pretty well in the month of December. Okay, so we will see what's going to happen with Bitcoin for this month. Now, I really want to show you guys this clip right here from CNBC, okay? And it says here, America is going to be a big winner in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency race. And this is Anthony, right? We all know who Anthony is. Anthony, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm going to be honest. I really can't. But we all know who he is. He's Bitcoin friendly.
Let's talk crypto right now, and let's talk Bitcoin.
Let me just show you guys this clip.
$42,000. What do you ascribe the move to?
Yeah, Bitcoin is a free market asset, and I think one of the things people forget in finance is that markets are forward-looking. And so what we're seeing here is people are allocating to an asset that they believe is going to go up in the future, obviously. Things that will drive that are the Bitcoin ETF, but as people are allocating to this, 70% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin has not moved in a year. The reason why that's important is this is an $800 billion asset that has gone up 150% over the last 12 months. So when an asset goes up 150%, you would expect people to sell into the strength, kind of take profits. That's not happening. And so Bitcoiners are not selling that Bitcoin. They're not going to sell it to Wall Street. And so Wall Street's going to have to continue to bid up the price in order to
that share issue. So the 70%, that has not changed, not just this past year. But by the way, that has not changed, I don't think, for many, many years.
It's always been very high. 70% is the all-time high, so it's been creeping up, which has this reflexive kind of feedback loop, right? So if more people won't sell and price goes up, then price continues to go up even more rapidly.
Okay, the other 30% that is moving.
Yes.
Do you think that, I mean, I don't know if you can look through some of the numbers. Are those new buyers? Are those the old buyers who owned the original 70% saying, I want more? What is that?
So it's interesting when you look at the data. It's a little bit of everything, right? There's definitely more accumulation happening. So people who already had Bitcoin are continuing to buy more Bitcoin. An interesting statistic is if you dollar cost average every single day with $10 from January 1st until now, you're up 100%. So with all the
Just listen to what he said. Let me just go back to that, right? Let me just go back to that real quick.
So it's interesting when you look at the data. It's a little bit of everything, right? There's definitely more accumulation happening. So people who already had Bitcoin are continuing to buy more Bitcoin. An interesting statistic is if you dollar cost average every single day with $10 from January 1st until now, you're up 100%.
So you heard it here, guys. If you simply just DCA'd $10 every single day, just $10 into Bitcoin every single day from January, right, the beginning of this year, 1st of January to where we are now, you'll be up 100%. Just $10 every day. Think about that, right? So that's like what, just over $300 every month. Okay, so just think about that. You'll be up like 100%. Okay, that's
with all the boom, the bust, everything in between.
DCA
Bitcoin analyst Dylan LeClaire pointed out 100%. So just dollar cost averaging alone will give you a great return. Now, there's also this net new wave of capital coming in. So you have the institutions, but also you have a bunch of people sitting on the sidelines saying, well, if BlackRock wants Bitcoin, maybe I should buy some as well. And so that net new capital is definitely starting to come in, but I don't think we're actually going to see it until the gun goes off.
Okay, but the real move, I think, seemed to happen as a function of this idea that the Federal Reserve, the new wisdom, whether it's conventional or otherwise, or right even, is that they're going to ultimately have to turn things around and lower interest rates sometime in 2024. Is that what you ascribe? I mean, there was the ETF piece, and everyone said, oh, over here, it's the ETF piece. And now everyone says, oh, no, it's actually this.
Markets are forward-looking, and if you go back to 2021, Bitcoin started to fall as soon as the Fed started talking about we are going to cut rates. And so people were like, oh, wait a second, inflation is high in the summer of 2022. Why is Bitcoin falling? It's supposed to be this inflation hedge asset. But it was because Bitcoin and the holders saw what was going to happen. Same thing's happening right now. Bill Ackman's betting that interest rates are going to get cut in Q1. The market's pricing at 100% likelihood of an interest rate cut in Q2. Bitcoiners right now and people who want Bitcoin say it's going to happen even earlier.
What is the share right now internationally of ownership of Bitcoin? Meaning, is it predominantly in the United States? Is it predominantly in China? If you were to make a pie chart of the ownership on a globe, what would that look like?
So let's separate Bitcoin and hash rate. Hash rate, about 35% or so, is in the United States. When China banned mining, the United States was the big winner there.
Right.
Ownership's a little bit harder because there's so many wallets that we don't know exactly geographically where they are. But you can see capital flows. The United States and Asia seem to really be driving a lot of the capital flows right now. The European region is actually a little bit behind and not allocating nearly as much. And so the risk of anyone who is not operating with Bitcoin, he's up $2 billion on it.
He made some weird comment the other day, and that was about what percentage of the global financial system, in his view, Bitcoin will represent at some point. And then he did some simple math and came out with some.
Is how much of it becomes part of the quote-unquote financial system? As we've discussed a million times, if it keeps increasing, nobody's ever going to use it.
Except there's that company we had on that uses.
I have been curious.
Are you more skeptical?
From the beginning.
But at 25,000, you were really.
I was proudly early on my.
There was a number. There was a number you once said that if it hit, that you would think about buying it for your kids.
$5,000.
$5,000.
Right. But at 25, you were really saying this is way too.
All right, guys. So you guys get the gesture, right? Okay. Bitcoin is the future. Crypto is the future. Okay. This, guys, is the future of money. Okay, I really do believe in that, right? Like nowadays, okay, you don't really see people really use physical money to pay for things. It's all through like credit cards, debit cards, Apple Pay, right? It's all digital. So understand, crypto is just digital money, right? It really, really is. Okay, so understand, we are already seeing this. You know, a lot of different countries, even cities, are in fact using Bitcoin and just crypto overall to pay for things, right? Even major businesses and companies are in fact, accepting Bitcoin as payments, and not just Bitcoin, also other, crypto coins, but mainly Bitcoin, right? We are in fact already seeing that. So understand, guys, this is why I'm really bullish with Bitcoin and crypto. I know where it's heading. Okay, you guys have to really study what Bitcoin is, right? You guys have to understand every coin is different. It's not all the same. We know that, right? I'm pretty sure we all know that, right? Every coin is the same. But if I really told you guys, if you guys are in fact, newcomers into this market, into the crypto market, and you guys want to put your money into crypto, I highly suggest you guys to just stick with the basics. Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it, right? But yes, there's also other altcoins that I like. Okay, and I know a lot of altcoins will perform very, very well in the future, right? I'm not going to name any of them, right? But if you guys are in fact, new investors into this market, just stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Keep it basic, right? Especially Bitcoin. Okay, it's safe. It's the safest one out of all of them, right? Especially if you're investing for long term. If you're here for long term, you're staying here for long term, put your money into Bitcoin, right? So that's that. But Bitcoin is looking pretty good. Daily, right? 7 days, you guys can see it's pumping. Okay, literally the beginning of this month, Bitcoin was at around $37,000, just below $38,000. And right now, looks like Bitcoin right now is pumping. It's gonna, go back up, to 44K soon. Right now, right? Look at that, 43,800 right now. It's pumping. So Bitcoin is pumping, guys. I know majority of you guys, okay? I know all of us. I don't know why I said majority. I know everyone right now. Our crypto portfolios are in fact looking up, right? It's looking good right now. Our crypto portfolios, okay, our portfolios in general is looking pretty good. I know majority of us are in fact in the greens. There's no way any of us should be in the reds right now. We should be back up in the greens, right? Especially if you've been DCAing back in 2022. Right, if you bought the dip, this is all I'm gonna say, right? If you bought the dip, congratulations. Okay, I know you're up in profit. I just want to say this real quick, guys. I made a video. Okay, let me just go to the all-time right now. I made a video, and I know I talk about this a fair bit, but I made a video when I was all the way down here. I promise you, when Bitcoin was like at $15,000, around 15.8, right, just below 16K. Right, and it's titled "I'm going all in on Bitcoin." Right, if you guys actually click on my channel and it's that little clip, you guys will see it. Right, watch that video. I actually show you guys in that video, right, that I'm actually investing into Bitcoin. I invested almost like $20,000 into Bitcoin at the time. It was heavy, right? And I told you guys specifically in that video that this will potentially not be Bitcoin's bottom. This could be Bitcoin's bottom. I really don't know, right? But I just chucked it in anyways because I was simply just dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, right? So I put it in, and now here we are, right? Bitcoin is well above, $44,000. So this is looking really, really good for Bitcoin, right? It really, really is. And I'm just, I wish and I hope that you guys did buy some Bitcoin when it was below $20,000. I really do hope you guys did buy some Bitcoin when it was below 20K. You'll be blessed right now, right? You'll be very blessed right now. You'll be up like heavy right now. Even if you bought Bitcoin when it was at 25K to 30K, 35K, even 40K, even where it is right now. If you're thinking about buying some Bitcoin right now, I will tell you this right now. It's never too late to buy Bitcoin, especially right now, right? So right now, it's not too late to buy Bitcoin. It's still a great time to buy some Bitcoin. That's why I'm telling you guys, tomorrow, I'm for sure. Tomorrow, okay, I'm going to buy some Bitcoin. Okay, 100%. Or Friday. I don't know yet, but we will see. Okay, but that's that, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are, in fact, Bitcoin holders. Okay. Obviously you guys are. The bull run is here. Okay, so be ready for that, guys. Okay, more videos will in fact be coming your way. I will in fact be streaming every now and then. Okay, I used to do this daily. I'll upload videos daily and also stream. It was hectic. I slowed down on streaming, but I will in fact get back into streaming for sure, guys, right? To interact with you guys more. But yes, Bitcoin is looking pretty good. The entire crypto market is looking pretty good. Everything is looking up from here. Okay, it really, really is. It's all up from here, guys. So be ready for that. Continue to hodl, continue to DCA, and you're good for 2024 and of course 2025. You will be blessed, right? So that's that. But guys, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.